Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our 2019 Faculty and Staff Awards and our retirement reception. We take time to celebrate accomplishments and honor our colleagues who exemplify our mission of providing excellence in teaching and learning, promoting student success, and supporting our region. We will begin our reception with the WKCTC Awards of Excellence. These awards recognize the outstanding contributions and achievements of faculty, administrative staff, and support staff who serve the students of our college and our community. Faculty and staff are nominated by their peers who provide details of how the individual's commitment to excellence has made a difference in the lives of others. Our first award is Adjunct Faculty Award of Excellence. This year's recipient has been a part-time faculty member since 2016 and has showcased her skills across multiple areas, as well as her joy of helping our students understand difficult concepts through creative engagements in the classroom. Her hard work and dedication have created the synergy which has produced student success. Our 2019 Adjunct Faculty Award of Excellence winner is Amanda Balzarak. Over here, Amanda, if you don't mind. Give her a round of applause. Give her another round of applause. If you haven't figured out, they don't know. So it's a little shocking. So we're not going to put them on the spot and have them speak as well. That's a little too much. It's hard enough having him shake their hand and get an award. So, yeah, it's true. It's true. Our next award is Administrative Staff Award of Excellence. Our award winner this year can be seen across campus helping our students. She finds ways to create student engagements that carry meaning and benefit on multiple levels. No matter the event, our recipient is always making sure our students feel a part of our college. Our 2019 Administrative Staff Award of Excellence winner is Amy Elmore.
Hey, Amy, do that look of surprise again one more time.
Surprise! Our next award is Faculty Award of Excellence. This year we recognize someone who's involved in all aspects of our college, whether it is teaching and learning, supporting student success through clubs and activities, or providing guidance, mentorship, and leadership. Our recipient showcases what it means to treat others as you would treat familia. Our 2019 Faculty Primero de Excellence es Carolyn Perry. How was my Spanish? Did I do well? I went on Google and hit that speaker button like 20 times. Did I? Okay, good. Just making sure. No cheating for the students. That's just what I did. So, our next award is the Support Staff Award of Excellence. This person's attention to detail, timeliness, and professionalism with students, staff, and faculty is always at the highest level, allowing our college to run smoothly. This under-the-radar work our recipient does is vital to ensuring that our classes are working properly so students can have the best experience possible. Our 2019 Support Staff Award of Excellence winner is Stephanie Osterhout. The Finis Sergeant Phelps and Florence Grubb Phelps Award for Excellence in Teaching is an award that recognizes a faculty member teaching in the general education field. I would like to, or let me just say this. I have worked with this person and completely agree with this decision, as I do with all of them. And please give a round of applause for our winner this year, Julie Thompson. I'd like to ask Rhonda Atkins to come forward to speak. Julie Thompson.
You have to stay. Well, this reminds me of a event several years ago, more than I care to admit, when I was standing in front of a crowd at a local high school at an academic competition where we were giving awards. And I was sponsor of a math team at that time, and I was recognizing Julie for her excellent performance at both a regional and a state competition in math. I guess that makes her a mathlete, correct?
That's correct.
Yes. So once again, here I am presenting Julie an award. So it's a pleasure to recognize and thank Julie for her outstanding service to this college. Julie began working here in January of 2008, and prior to that, she was an adjunct mathematics faculty member. Through the years, I found Julie's commitment to her position responsibilities to be extraordinary, whether it be planning out a lesson that engages students during class or sticking around after class to help students. Julie's even shared thank you notes that she's received from students at the end of the semester, which expressed their gratitude for all the help that she'd given them to make it throughout the term. Julie's always willing to help faculty and staff whenever needed. If she doesn't know the answer, she's going to find someone that does know the answer. She has a way of recognizing when someone's in need and offers her help. I cannot tell you how many times she has stopped doing what she's doing and said, "Rhonda, can I help you?" And in fact, I think that was actually this morning even. Julie's a valued member of this institution. Please join me again in thanking her for her dedication to this college.
It still says your name up here, Julie. It didn't change. She wasn't sure I'd read it right. She said, "Are you sure?" Yeah. The Paducah Junior College Board of Trustees Award for Excellence in Teaching is presented to a faculty member in occupational and career technical education. This person I've worked with as well very closely, and again, as with all these awards, I completely support and agree with this. And our winner is Laura Durbin. Sherry Golson will speak on her behalf.
So this award is given to a faculty member that has consistently demonstrated quality, promoting academic excellence, and just rewards competence in education. So Laura has been a faculty member here at the college since 2008, serving in the practical nursing program, and then transitioned to the associate nursing program 3 years ago. She began her nursing career serving for 4 years on active duty in the Army Nurse Corps and currently enjoys working with veterans that are interested in nursing and allied health careers. She has served the college in a variety of leadership roles. These include a peer reviewer for online learning courses, serving as a facilitator and mentor with the college-level new faculty orientation program, and presently serves as a faculty representative to the KCTCS Associate Degree Nursing Curriculum Committee. She was selected to represent the college in the national organization Faculty Guild, whose focus is to create a teaching success movement that values purposeful teaching as a vital component to student success. Her dedication to student success has also extended into an innovative practice education partnership that we have with one of our local facilities, a dedicated education unit. We're proud to say that we are the only associate degree nursing program in the nation that has one of these partnerships, and she has been a critical component to that as the faculty liaison between the college and the hospital. So Laura, thank you so much for your dedication to students and the college. Congratulations.
Now we'll begin recognizing our retirees. Dr. Reese will come forward, but before he does, Tammy shared with me that our retirees today have a combined year of experience at our college of 135 years. That's incredible. Dr. Reese?
Yes, sir. Thank you, David. Wow. Now, who is 135 years old? Which one? No. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Really, good afternoon, everyone. Let me, before we get to the retirees, first do a couple of quick recognitions. One, I'd like to recognize, as always, our chairman, Laurie Kelly, for being here with us today. Thank you, Ms. Chairman. Second, I would like to recognize all of our retirees who have left the college and has taken the time out to be here today. If you all could stand. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're still connected to the family. Love it. All right, so now we will begin recognizing our retirees. Our first speaker who will be recognizing three of our retirees is Britton Shirley, our own Dean of Humanities, Fine Arts, Business, and Social Sciences. Britton Shirley.
All right, as Dr. Reese said, we have three folks retiring from Humanities, Fine Arts, Business, and Social Science today. But our first retiree is Charla Hutchinson, who is a professor of psychology and a faculty member of 30 years. The fun part is I make her hold things while I talk about her now. For 3 decades now, Charla has been an excellent and caring faculty member here at WKCTC. She has been co-sponsor of the Baptist Campus Ministry and our Campus College for Living, which gives mentally disabled students a chance to come onto campus and experience educational learning opportunities. She has served as social science coordinator and as Dean of Humanities and Fine Arts. So personally, and social science, sorry, I was remembering the other parts. Personally, I think what really helped me was that Charla preceded me as Dean, and what I can say first and foremost is she was extremely helpful in helping me throughout that whole process. As my next door neighbor, during that whole process, I could walk down the door and just knock on it or yell or whatever happened, and she would always come by and help me out with that process. And I know she did the same thing to all the faculty she mentored when she was a coordinator and a dean as well. So please help me in thanking Charlotte.
I'm supposed to say something. Yay. And I have no notes. All right. So, you know the saying, time flies when you're having a good time? I must have been having a blast, because seems like yesterday that I just started here. So, I don't know. I know everyone who's been up in this situation before me has probably thought the same thing. It's very surreal to be standing here. We do this every year, and it's always somebody else, who's retiring. And so then when it's my turn, it's like, it just doesn't feel quite like it's real. I just can't really believe it. Every semester in developmental psych, we talk about adulthood and aging, and retirement is one of those things we get to talk about. And I tell my students about how it's such a change. Psychologically, it's such a change for somebody to go from career to retirement. A big part of your identity is wrapped up in your career. So as I was going through that this semester, I was like, oh wait, that's me. I'm talking about me, and I'm the one that's gonna have to, make this big transition in my identity. And I don't know, it's exciting. I'm excited about it. I'm kind of excited to see what that metamorphosis is going to look like. It's also just a tiny bit terrifying, to think that that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm excited, like I said, and I think all the pros outweigh the cons. And just want to thank you guys for being supportive of me all throughout the years. That's it. I'm done.
The next retiree we'll be honoring today is Lagatha Spellbring. As Lagatha makes her way up. Of the three retirees we have, Lagatha is actually the baby of the bunch. She has been here for 15 years.
The oldest, probably.
You're the baby, it's 15 years. She's been an active member of both the division and the English department for her entire time here. What I admire most about Lagatha is that she's always there to help when needed, whether it's participating in the nonstop English grading sessions, which last for hours, or whether it's having to take a road trip to Bowling Green for a conference. Lagatha's always participating and willing to help out when needed. She's also been, in addition to being an English instructor, she has also taught our popular women's and gender studies course since she's been here, opening students' eyes to the various ways gender plays in society. She's been my next door neighbor when I was over in Matheson. And one of the things I also noticed about her was her particular care and attention to all of our non-traditional students, kind of before we were really, pushing the charge on that. She started the Campus Begins group, which helped expose students to supports on campus. So please help me in thanking Lagatha.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it very much.
So I need to bring this maybe down a little bit. Okay. Oh, wow. It's finally here. I wish you could see what I see when I look across this room. I see probably about it. This is the most fantastic, qualified, caring faculty that any college could have, 2-year or 4-year degree. The staff
is amazing. They take us through these labyrinths of changes every semester, it seems like, so that we can kind of keep on course in what it is that we need to be doing. And I hope that you all know how much I appreciate you being in my life. You became my family. I've been away from my family now since I've been here, and I'm going back, and I appreciate everything, all the support. My colleagues have become my friends, and they became my family. And they've seen me celebrated those happy times, and you've supported me during some of the absolute worst times of my life, I think. So I think it's only fair that you get to see this butterfly morph. And I'm going to shed the cocoon of WKCTC.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How many layers?
We're going to find out.
All right.
Okay? And this butterfly's going to spread her wings, and I'm going back to Indiana, and I'm going to plant my flowers, and I'm going to make my own schedule. Yeah. And on those snow days when I worried about whether I could get up that hill in Eddyville or not, I'm going to be sitting in front of my wood burner, cuddled with a really good book, and I am never going to grade a bleeping research paper for the rest of my life. So thank you so much for making me a part of this family. You are special. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever. I've been so fortunate that I also have my students from 20 years back are now my friends. I've celebrated their getting their master's degrees, becoming nurses, becoming lawyers, becoming doctors, just name it, they do it. Now they're my friends, and I've seen them become parents and husbands and wives and grandparents. That's why we do what we do, is to see them be able to have a good life and to be able to enjoy it. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
The garden equipment over here is for Legatha. All right, the final retiree from our division today is Narita Youngblood. So Narita has been a professor of psychology on our campus for 27 years and served as social science coordinator. As many of you probably know, Narita has been an excellent leader on our campus over that time. This whole time, she's basically been my campus mom. I started out 10 years ago, and Narita was my next door neighbor. That's also the theme of people retiring. If you share an office near me, you eventually decide it's time to leave. But as a first-year faculty member, Narita was there to answer any question I had, to tell me what to do and, importantly, what not to do many times. That really helped me grow as a faculty member over the past 10 years. And I know that she's done the same thing to numerous faculty members over her time here. We were lucky enough to hire new faculty members this past year, and I specifically tried to put as many as I could over near Narita's office because I knew that she was such a good influence on them. So please help me in thanking Narita.
Well, I had quite a few little smart aleck things to say today, but God gave me laryngitis, so I thought maybe he meant for me not to say those. But I would like to say that I appreciate the opportunity from Ann Thompson. Some of you remember her. She was my college advisor, and her mother and my mother taught next door to each other in public school. So when I got to Murray State, Ann was never known to mince words, and she sort of told me how things were, how it was going to be, and Ann was right. And then when I worked in the technical faculty and we decided that we were going to become one faculty, Ann called me, she gave me some words of advice, I followed them, and I made the transition easy. One of the hardest things was when Sherry Anderson came to my office and said, you're going to have to move. And if you don't know Sherry, that meant you're moving tomorrow. But it's been a really excellent opportunity as we merged as one faculty, and I want to thank Charla for making it so easy for me to transition from one area to another. I want to thank Dr. Payne and those people that made it easy to listen to the ideas that I had, because my culture wasn't exactly the culture I was working in, but I think I caught on pretty quickly. Not everybody appreciates my humor. When I sent my letter to Dr. Reese, it was a cowboy riding into the sunset clip art, and the letter was attached. He's still not replied, but it's approved.
I thought it was me.
And David Heflin thought it was an April Fool's joke. So sometimes your humor gets you in trouble. But I do appreciate the opportunity to have worked at West Kentucky and to have been in the first group and to come out bruised, but better for the ride. So thank you very much.
Congratulations again. Take your time, Charlotte. We slow down for retirees. No, it's a joke. Okay, next up will be our Dean of Nursing, Sherry Golson, who will recognize our next two retirees. Sherry?
Thank you. The first person we would like to recognize is Pat Martin. Pat has been a faculty member here at the college since 2004, teaching in the associate degree nursing program. In a sense, you could say she's returned to her roots. She was a 1994 graduate of what was then Paducah Community College in the nursing program. As an example of her love for lifelong learning, she continued to get her baccalaureate and her master's. And in addition to her role as an educator, she is also out in our community practicing as an advanced practice RN. She's always been willing and flexible. When I think of Pat, I think of she has always shared her expertise wherever that was needed. That means she has taught in a variety of areas: med-surg, psych mental health, pediatrics, women's health, maternal child. But she always met those changes in assignment with a smile and excitement. Pat shares, teaching at the college has been a delight. I've enjoyed seeing students become outstanding nurses. I feel so much pride when I go to our local healthcare facilities and so many of our former graduates performing with confidence. What a blessing. Well, Pat, the blessing has been ours as well. Working alongside you, educating future nurses, it has been a true joy for us as well. You have always addressed everyone with grace and humility and approached everything that was asked of you in that same spirit. Perhaps a little unknown fact about Pat, if you've ever been to her office, she has canvas art on her wall, and she is the artist that has created those. So I'm sure your next adventures will be your own creations, including fiber art. I know you look forward to quilting. And learning from a master quilter who happens to be your mother, Joyce Ranella. Yes. So, yes, many of you may not have known, she stood earlier, but Mrs. Ranella is a past retiree and employee here at the college as well. So glad to have you back celebrating with your daughter. Pat will continue knitting, another fiber art that you enjoy, and looks forward to taking some classes at PSAD. And of course, spending time with her grandchildren. That's going to be a treat. So here's to you, Pat. Thank you for your dedication to the college and healthcare in general. We wish you the best as you embark on your next adventure. Okay. All right, and our next retiree we would like to recognize is Sally Roof. So Sally, where did all this start? 37 years ago, and amazing things have happened ever since then, since you've entered nursing. She graduated from Eastern Kentucky University. She did want me to say, go Colonel, right? Okay. Dr. Reese, started your nursing career, and with that start, it included a lifelong friendship, who is actually here today, Claudia Stevens. So thank you for coming and celebrating with Sally today. You've worked in many areas of healthcare, but most importantly, nursing education. Sally started teaching at West Kentucky Technical College in the practical nursing program, who, according to some, she had a reputation of really being very hard. Now, we all know Sally. I'm not really sure about that, but Sally couldn't believe it either when she was told. After a couple years, she left education to begin raising her family, but continued to practice part-time during that period of her life. She returned to West Kentucky Tech in 2000, teaching in the Health Unit Coordinator program. And in this position, she had an office mate, Patty Bloodworth. And Patty opened her door to Sally's current passion, and that is of nursing assistant and delivering and providing excellent care to our older population. Sally shares she honestly doesn't know what has been her favorite part of teaching in the last, even 20 years ago, but it's the wonderful people she's met and worked with from all of the college programs. It's definitely at the top of her list. She states programs like the Faculty Learning Circle gave her the opportunity to bridge over different sides of campus, go into different classrooms, and the opportunity to hear what other people and other faculty and staff were doing. Sally asks that we remember we all depend on each other. Each person on this campus has their own part to play in our students' lives. Changes will come and changes will go, but the impact you have on student lives, that will go on forever. Sally also shares, I love when I see someone on the street and they say, you were my teacher 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago. It always makes me smile because maybe that was a student, as Sally says, that kept you awake all night worrying, or you held your hand when they knew they weren't going to pass the class, but guess what? They did. And they made a lifelong changing difference in their own lives by providing food or even shoes, just taking care of their family. Their smiles always put a smile on your face as well, and has made a definite difference in your career. So Sally, you began your career rocking babies. You're going to end your career rocking your grandbabies. None of her children live in Kentucky, so she plans on adding up those frequent flyer miles as well as frequent oil changes, but that's going to be okay. Her plans include travel, first 2 trips planned, Alaska, and Baseball Hall of Fame. So those will be excellent trips. So she did want me to pass on. She'll keep us all in her heart, and remember each of us as she turns over and hits off the snooze and the alarm, because she doesn't have to get up anymore.
Sally,
I don't think I can. Can y'all think I'm speechless? I'm never speechless. And actually, it is an exciting time, you know, and I'm not really nervous about it at all. But I look around and I see such good friends, and I don't know why I'm crying, actually, at all. As you all know, I've been talking about retiring for the last 2 or 3 years. Joe Mahoney thought this day would never come. He says, I just don't believe that you're really going to retire. So I am, and I do see such wonderful friends, new friends, old friends, people that I'm retiring with, that we have been here for so many years together, and I've learned so much from every area of the college. And, you know, people see me all the time over here at Arts in Focus, and they go, what is nursing doing in Arts in Focus? You know, it became my thing. And so that, I think, that was one of the things that we do see and that we do so well as a group. And as she mentioned, that's what I want you all to always remember. It's our group, and it's how we work together, and it continues to help us flourish as a college. And so that's all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's bring Pat up. Pat didn't get a chance. Hey, Pat, you can get a chance to say. Don't want to leave you out.
Oh, I think Sherry spoke many of the things that were on my heart. I will miss educating nursing students. It's been my delight, and I'll miss the wonderful faculty here. It's like a family. Such support. I've learned so much. Have been workshops and all kinds of enriching things. So God bless you all. You'll be in my heart, and we'll probably see each other in community activities as well. Thank you so much.
All right. Dr. Heflin will now recognize our last retiree.
So I'll follow Sally's lead and start bawling like a baby at this point. But you know, Sally, I mean, it's a big deal, so it's all right. It's my honor and pleasure to speak about our colleague and friend, Karen Holinka. Karen, could you come forward, please, wherever you are sitting? Karen's been a part of our family for 25 years. I always kid her, she started when she was 12, but she's a tenured faculty member who's taught in biology, served as a dean of math and science, and will be retiring as our associate vice president of academic affairs. She's led our efforts in online learning and part-time faculty, provided insight, and published on the student perspective in higher education, and has been an invaluable member to our team in all of our initiatives. She should be commended for her involvement with the Science Seminar Series, which celebrated their 200th seminar this year. That's worth a round of applause by itself. Karen, I put your friends on the spot, and I said, can you give me some information to share, right? And they did not disappoint. Words such as mentor, friend, meticulous, dedicated, colleague, they were all threads, but I grabbed a few. Karen's remarkable way of trying to make Waller Hall a welcoming place and environment stands out to me. With her students, she always had a smile and a tactful way to talk to them, even if they needed to improve, that made them feel good about themselves when they left her presence. She always kept her office door open and encouraged students to come to talk to her. This open door policy extended to a welcoming environment for fellow faculty and staff, who she always made time to talk and listen to. She went out of her way to make things nice. When we were hiring positions, she always pulled together a lunch or a snack for the applicant to enjoy while mingling with the people they'd be working with, and those homemade meals extended beyond hiring. She would do the same for members of our division anytime we had a wedding, a baby, or a retirement. She loved to celebrate the special life events and bring us together socially. She would collect money for gifts, then go out to buy things, always with the recipient in mind. Fair, firm, friendly. Her father's words. She shared with all of us in words that I modeled my teaching after is the phrase that sums up Karen. Karen, personally, I've had the pleasure of working with you closely for the last 2 years. And above all else, it is your passion for students that has always struck me. This is without a doubt the one thing that I will always keep close and always remember. She's a true educator, someone who's never lost the desire for helping others, with a hunger to always learn more. She is someone I'm lucky and honored to call a friend. Karen, our college is going to miss you. Our students are going to miss you. Our family here that's with us is going to miss you, but we congratulate you on your retirement.
Oh, boy. When we were doing the awards, the honors student thing the other night, I was telling people that when they go to help them take their awards, you got to hang on to their hand because they're going to bolt and run. Can I bolt and run? Oh, gosh. When I first stepped foot on this campus, it was just an awe. I felt like I had found my home, I'd found my niche. And 25 years later, I still feel that way. Said I wasn't gonna cry. Just every time I drive through those gates to the main campus and I'm on this beautiful, beautiful campus, I just say a prayer to God of thanks that I've been a part of this and part of you, and so glad for the students that I've had. And thank you, Tina, and thank you, Sherry Anderson, for pushing me out of my comfort zone. It's been a wonderful ride, and I'm just so grateful for all of you and for what you do and for letting me be a part of it. Thank you. Bolt and run.
As Karen exits the stage, I remind her that her and her husband John are wine growers. And I told her this job may lead me to drinking after all, but just keep it on hold there. So now we get to give closing remarks. Is that right? That's correct. And certainly there are many things that I could say, but I thought it would be apt to, end today with some quotes. So the first of 3 quotes for our retirees is, the trouble with retirement is you never get a day off. So that will become very apparent. Second, retirement is like a Vegas vacation, right? You want to enjoy it to its fullest, but you don't want to run out of money. So navigate that one. My third one is, the best time to think about retirement is before your boss does for you. That wasn't a good one? I thought it was a good one. So someone mentioned earlier that this is, of course, part of our annual process where we recognize outstanding teaching and certainly the staff support and indeed our retirees. This year, we've got a pretty good surge of retirees, as mentioned, that combine 100+ years of service is that continued testament to the fact that you've got up on a daily basis, regardless of the elements, regardless of maybe your own personal challenges or juggling incredible responsibilities, to provide the important service of teaching and learning and the support of that overall mission. We definitely, on behalf of the WKCTC family, want to thank you for all that you have done, continue to do for this incredible institution. Tomorrow, as you know, is the culmination, right, the main event, a graduation. And by the way, this is the first year, at least since I've been back, that it's not on Derby weekend, so you got that? Yeah, remember that, yeah? Of course, it will be the year where there's a disqualification, but I digress. Tomorrow is the culmination where we get to celebrate our students. And truly, it is more obviously than a cliche that we are here for students. But in order for students to have that pivotal, culminating capstone moment of completing their journey, it takes incredibly talented faculty, determined and committed, collectively with staff, to prepare that atmosphere for students to enjoy and reap that reward of the work that you co-labor with them, again, on a daily basis. So, again, congratulations to all of you. Thanks for what you do, and I look forward to seeing your friendly faces tomorrow. With this, I will toss it back. Group photo. So one more round of applause for all of our awardees and appointees. All right, thank you.
Can we have a round of applause for Jessie and her team for the incredible food? Before we get up, please have the award winners and retirees move to the front of the stage. Thank you all for being here, and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.